All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back from the MLG offices in New York City. You're watching the XMG Pro Invite. Remember, check out xmg.gg. They have some super powerful, awesome gaming laptops. So if you're on the road a lot and you're looking to play StarCraft, Todd actually has one, and he actually uses it at hotels, and he plays StarCraft on them. And
He does. That's how he practices.
Yeah, and he has no complaints, and he travels a lot, and that's what he uses.
Yeah.
So definitely a good laptop to check out if you're looking on buying one. xmg.gg. Again, huge thanks to XMG and Todd for helping put on this tournament. That being said, it's time for the finals, best of 5. First map is going to be Outer Zim Stronghold, and we got Strelok versus San.
Of course, the rest of the tournament was the best of 3 here. We're on to the best of 5s in upper left-hand location. He looked like he was having troubles against Morrow, but found a way to prevail. He is your green Terran, Strelok. And of course, his opponent in the bottom left, one of the top Prodosses in the world, one of the better players from Korea, representing Western Wolves, we have San.
These are the final 2 of this tournament.
And San is a monster, man.
San took down TLO, and then took down Daisy. So he took down a Zerg, took down a Protoss. Can he take down a Terran? Strelok was able to defeat Ret, a Zerg, then defeated Morrow, a Terran, and now he's going to be playing a Protoss. So it's actually mildly interesting. This is the first time these guys are playing each other's races, I guess. I don't know how to perfectly phrase that.
It's the first time in this tournament for a TVP for Strelok and a PVT for San.
Yep.
You know what's interesting? It's a huge map. You think people would just go like Command Center first, Nexus first, but no. It's super fast factory for Strelok and a reactor route probably Hellions. And
so
for San,
I think San wants to get out Stargate and Oracles, and Strelok wants to get those tanks out eventually.
Well, we'll
Maybe,
see.
Hopefully.
Definitely Hellions
That's
for
what
now.
I want to see.
So what is Strelok going to do against the Oracle? Is one question I have. And what is San going to do against the Hellions?
We might see a lot of worker trades in the beginning of this
there's
game.
going to be a lot of dead. This is a bad game to be a civilian.
Yep.
Both players have found their opponent. The probe
the
sees the Hellions. Is he going to quickly try to like build 3 pylons here? That'd be. Oh, he doesn't have the resources.
That would be crafty.
Meanwhile, of course, SCV has scouted to other locations, so the Hellions know exactly where San is. San, both players are expanding too.
Yep.
So, what's he going to use to shoot the Oracle?
He needs either a Thor.
All right, here come the Hellions.
He's getting a Widowmine.
Okay, there's a Mothership Core.
He also saw the Oracle. He knows the Oracle is coming. So
Widowmine could be the big thing. These Hellions are getting a lot of kills.
Yep.
Holy moly.
Okay, let's remember this. Let's remember how many kills, because the Oracle...
Yeah, it's crossing the map. It's going to get there soon, but in the meantime, we do have 7 kills from the first 2 Hellions. There should be 2 more, leaving the base pretty soon. The Oracle is okay, it's
2
going to
kills already.
Okay, it's going to go straight to the main. It's delayed the command center as well.
There's a Widowmine somewhere.
Yeah, right here, right here. Run. Oh, San is not going to fall for it. This guy is wily. He sees the Widowmine. Up to 5 kills, 6 kills,
There's
7 kills.
These SCVs can do.
I'm curious to why Strelok moved SCVs back to mine.
Just keep those guys alive.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have kept them on the other side of the
10 kills
Widowmine.
on the Oracle, so...
Meanwhile, there's 2 more Hellions. See what these guys can do. Coming up here, what does... Okay, there's a Mothership Core and a Stalker. The Stalker cannot block the ramp. The Hellions are getting in here.
Uh-oh. Watch
Oh
out,
no,
probes.
the poor probes.
Watch out, probes. Okay, going straight to the natural expansion. Gonna take down a couple probes there. Meanwhile, the Oracle still maneuvering around the natural expansion. Strelok looking for places to get damage down. The Hellions will eventually get taken out. It looks like no, they're still alive, and they're going straight for that mineral line. And more probes are gonna fall. Nice economic harassment here from the Terran player. It's 10 workers killed to 10 workers killed. And honestly, these guys are fairly even, all things considered.
Well, you know, the workers killed us even, but you have to remember that the Oracle never died, right? That Oracle is still hanging around here.
Sure.
And 4 Hellions have died.
Sure.
So he's lost 10 workers and 4 Hellions. You can see in units lost, there's an extra couple hundred resources difference there.
Yeah.
Also, you have to note, the command center was delayed by the Oracle for about a minute. So, these Marines are just going to die if the Oracle wants to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they immediately regretted picking a fight with that Oracle.
Yeah, it was kind of foolish. Oracle's got to be... Sana's so good with this Oracle, man. He's not going to lose that to Widowmine. This guy's a master. 16 kills.
Yep. And he's not done. I mean, it kind of has to do a lot with the opening. Strelok invested a lot. Oh, I was trying to sneak it, trying to be a little bit cheeky there and sneak the Widowmine underneath. But a lot has to do with the opening. Like Strelok was investing in Hellions. Hellions don't shoot up. Like the main purpose is to kill your opponent's economy.
Yeah.
So we didn't really have anything set up to deal with the Oracle.
Honestly, I think the big thing also was that he just didn't pull the SCVs back to the Widowmine. Whereas if you notice, as soon as the Hellions got into San's base, San was microing the probes really well. Like he pulled off 3 to distract the Hellions while the Militia Corps was killing them. So I think San just controlled his defense superbly. Whereas Strelok,
it might have been Strelok thinking that the Oracle ran out of energy.
Yeah.
Because that's happened to me before where I'm like, oh, okay, the Oracle's dead.
Oh, no, Force Field could be...
Oh, there goes a Force Field. 2 Stalkers there. Should be enough to shove that away.
We got 1 sentry, but did lose 2 or 3 Hellions in the process. Meanwhile, this Oracle is still looking for more damage. He's still hungry. That's a hungry Oracle. He wants to kill something. Hellions again try to get up. This time Stalkers are going to wall off. We do have additional gateways and Twilight Council, so we perhaps will see Blink play in our future.
A Viking is on the way here from Strelok. Yay.
He's making multiple tanks.
I like that.
So we're going to see how effective. This is a big question because this is what people have been complaining about against Protoss is tanks aren't that effective, which makes it really hard to go mech against Protoss.
Yep.
Hellions are great against Protoss. Hellbats are great against Protoss. But the Siege Tank, the backbone of mech, just isn't that good against Protoss. So with the new patch, we talked about how strong they looked in TVT. They looked much stronger than before, absolutely.
Yep.
Are they strong enough to be very viable against Protoss?
Oh.
That was a hallucination, took a hit. Great move there.
Oh.
He used a hallucination to take the Widowmine hit. Then Oracle comes in. Observer's going to spot it. Widowmine goes down. And of course, with the Oracle speed, the Viking.
And he knows the Observer's there because he's like, wait, how did you see my Widowmine, man?
Oh, in fact, this Widowmine actually
did some damage to SCVs.
Yeah. So you can see only did 20 to couple them.
Does he have an engineering base? Surely.
No, I don't think he does. There's no eBay.
Yeah, I guess at this point. Well.
Oracle just continued this reign of terror. 18 kills on that guy. I definitely think San has a slight lead right now. Let's take a look at things. Workers killed is almost even between players, but units lost is definitely favoring San, about 2-to-1 advantage. A lot of Hellions have gone down, whereas San's gone his worker kills pretty much free of charge. We look under income. San's ahead by 11 workers, which is a little bit more than I think Strelok would like. Ideally, Strelok can have a much closer worker count. That being said, it's not a game deciding advantage by any means. And double armor is going out for Strelok, so really dedicating himself to the mech play.
I think.
Oh, this Oracle still wants more kills.
And I think San has a decent idea about this. I mean, he has charge about to finish. He's got High Templar archives out.
Yeah,
so
I mean the Oracle's seen everything.
Okay.
Yeah. He knows he's going up against mech.
So what do you think about the moves he's making then to react to it? Like
so he's going like charge out Archon.
I always have to ask. Sometimes like I go up against tanks and it's hard. Like I'm under the philosophy just never engage the tanks ever.
Yeah. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that philosophy. That's absolutely a great idea. I love how Strelok's scouting for external bases. That's a really good question.
Like I wonder if eventual more Stargate play, like Tempest, I think could be decent.
In the long run, you definitely want Tempest. The problem is if you try to get them too fast, there's some like Hellbat heavy timings that'll kill you. So he's got to be a little bit careful. Typically, your goal against mech is to just get a lot of bases and survive, and then you can kind of do whatever you want. I mean, then you do the Stargate transition. If you try to go for early, it can be tricky.
I would also have cannons everywhere.
Oh, against Hellbat drops, definitely.
Yeah.
At least once you go to 4 bases.
Because like the only way for a Terran to really get that damage done is Hellion run-bys, or economic damage done is Hellion run-bys and Hellbat drops.
Speaking of the devil, the Hellions try to get in there, but a cannon and a warp and pushes them away. Meanwhile, here's the big attack. Archons in charge of Immortals.
Okay,
there's no Hellbats here, just a couple tanks. But
he need more than just a few tanks.
Yeah, he only had 4 tanks against a giant Protoss army. That's not enough. There's the game.
Got to have something to buffer, something to be the front lines of a siege tank line.
Yeah, or even if you just have more siege tanks, I don't think that was really deterministic at all about the efficacy of siege tanks because there's no situation in any composition, assuming it's not like air units versus units that can't hit air, where you can have 12 supply against about 50 and win.
Where was all of his supply? I guess the.
He just lost it throughout the game. He lost like 10 Hellions throughout the game. If you had 10 Hellbats in front of those tanks,
It's true.
and then
It's
you had
a
3
much
Hounds,
better situation.
yeah, it's just if you constantly lose units throughout the game, your opponent's gonna have a stronger army if they don't lose. I mean, you know what's interesting? San didn't lose a single military unit the entire game until the last attack. He lost a couple cells, and units lost.
I think
was
he
like,
lost a sentry earlier.
Oh yeah, 1 century. You're right.
But that's it.
But units lost, like if you discount the probes and the SCVs, it would be something like 200 versus like 2,000.
Yep.
So it's just a matter of, you know, you just can't lose all your units and not kill anything.
That game was pretty hugely impacted by the Oracle early on,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
You know, Strelok didn't really have a response to that, so maybe in this next game, Strelok will adjust a little bit. Because if I'm San, I would just do that again, I
Why
think.
not? The Oracle
not?
just did.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
so fast.
You
All
know,
right.
and the point, he never got a missile turret. It was kind of yours every time.
Yeah.
He never got a Viking until much, much later either.
Like that, those are like the 2 auto things I would do if I see an Oracle, but
Yeah.
I guess he just didn't feel like he had time to get those out, which, I mean, it's kind of true.
Well,
He was relying on the Widowmine, I guess.
And he was
Widowmines.
spending all his resources on the Hellions.
Yeah.
He spent so much resources on Hellions, and they got some kills, but they also are very expensive units. It adds up to a lot of resources that, you know, just didn't really give him any chance to build an army.
All right, we'll have to see how Strelok adjusts, because right now San is up 1-0, and he's looking like a powerful, powerful man. This is a best of 5, though, so we've still got a lot of StarCraft 2 coming your way, guys, for the XMG Pro Invite. Game 2 between Strelok and San coming up.